I had a special experience this week I want to share with you. I did a fundraising event at St. John's College in Annapolis, a liberal arts school that has taught the great books in 1696. It was a conversation with Cal Ripken, baseball's Iron Man, who broke Lou Gehrig's record for consecutive games played. Our discussion turned to one of the few things the Hall of Famer and I have in common. We both went into our dad's business. Cal Sr. was a minor league coach who eventually managed his son for the Baltimore Orioles. And Cal's son Ryan now plays for the Orioles in the minors.
I chose to go into the same business as my dad. And I know that my son chose to go in the same business as me, and I think he's got it really, really bad. What were some of the challenges that you had to deal with by having the last name Wallace?
Well, it is, it's hard to say that it's a problem, but it is a problem. I mean, it's a nice problem in the sense that you're exposed to the business. On the other hand, you labor, and maybe I had this more than you. I think maybe in a sense I'm more like Ryan than you were, because my father was a superstar, and sometimes people call you Mike instead of Chris, and that kind of, or whatever. And at one point, I mean, I certainly dealt with it, and at one point, and it was well into my career, I remember saying to myself, you know what, you're probably never going to be Mike Wallace, but neither is anybody else. And for that minute on, I was okay with it.
My son, and I've tried to, I can't protect him from the last name. The expectations have been great, his whole time. When he was 12 years old, I'd go to a tournament in Minnesota. And I'd go over there to watch him, and I'm just sitting in the stands watching him play baseball. And all the other kids from the other fields come up, and then you can hear them. They go, "Okay, which one is he?" And then so he'll go out there and he'll pop up or do something else, and they'll go, "He's not that good." And then they'll kind of walk away. So there was this feeling that happened all the time. And so the hard part was, I'm trying to say, be you. Don't be me. Don't try to be me. You're a big, tall, left-handed hitting first baseman. You have a certain set of skills. But I'm trying to get that point across to him, but it doesn't resonate. And so that's why I'm really interested. How did you just turn the screw and say, okay, I'm not, I'll just be me?
30 years of therapy. No, that's not true. You match yourself against an impossible standard if you sit there and say, well, am I going to be as good as Cal Ripken? Or am I going to be as good as Mike Wallace? And, as you say, part of it is just live your life, but part of it is also to realize the standard which you're comparing yourself to is almost an impossible standard. I mean, how many, frankly, Cal Ripkens are there? Cal now runs the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation, named for his father, which conducts sports programs for at-risk kids and builds fields across the country for young people to play on. You can find more on our homepage, foxnewssunday.com.